Hello and welcome to today's video. I am Silvesh Putti, founder of Auris Wealth, your family's private CFO. In today's video, we are going to understand about Parag Parikh Flexi Cap Fund. What is the update? What have been the changes? Okay. So before starting the video, my humble request, please do subscribe to our channel if you are interested in long-term wealth creation strategies. Okay, so today we are breaking down their latest monthly disclosure to see exactly where they are deploying their money. But before we dive in, there is a full transparency. Just like the original analyst of this data, I want to note a potential conflict of interest as maintaining a significant personal investment in this fund is a common for those analyzing it. Similarly, I also have some investment in this fund, and I have clients who have invested in this fund as well. So this is purely for education purpose and not a financial advice. It is not an investment advice from our side. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so let's start with the first topic, that is one of the biggest questions that a lot of people ask of this fund is their recent maintenance of high levels of cash. But the reality is that they have actually deployed certain amount of their cash in the month of March. So initially the cash holdings were around 22.6%, which has come down to around 18.5% in March. So why not deploy all of it during a market dip? So the fund managers are strictly adhering to their value investing philosophy. They simply are not convinced that the market is offering deeply discounted opportunities yet to actually deploy the entire capital in one go. Also, holding cash is not a sign of weakness. It is actually a calculated strategy and a sign of patience. Furthermore, 18.5% cash isn't just sitting idle in the portfolio. It is strategically parked in fixed income instruments and commercial papers, which is earning around 6 to 8% return. This provides incredible downside protection also when the equity market crashes. So if you see, the cash is not sitting idle. What they have done is they have kept a strategic reserve of this cash, which is put in fixed income and commercial papers, which is potentially yielding around 6 to 8% per year. And the undeployed cash that acts as a strategic buffer, as a dry powder, which earns some returns through fixed instruments while providing downside protection in volatile markets, and also having dry powder to when the markets are providing an attractive valuation. So if the cash has reduced and they have invested some money into stocks, so where have they really invested? So if the cash has reduced and they have deployed some of the capital, then where has this capital been deployed in the month of March? Mostly two major bets have been taken. Banking, here they have increased their position with by 20%, or almost 23.3 million shares have been added in HDFC Bank, and similarly for Kotak Bank, they have added 19% more in their position. Remember, this is not 19% allocation in portfolio. This is a 19% jump in the existing holdings in Kotak Bank. So around 23.5 million shares have been added. Similarly, IT, which is the contrarian bet, because many people or many fund managers believe that AI is going to completely disrupt the IT sector in India. So, buying IT in this phase is a purely contrarian bet, and this is what the fund managers of Parag Parikh Flexi Cap have done. And they have increased 30% in their position in Infosys with 6.25 million shares added, and they have also increased shares in TCS with 20% increase in their existing position with 2 million shares added. So they have done the investing through the value investing principle, where they have bought the dip in heavily punished banking stocks while taking a contrarian stance on the IT sector amidst a sector-wide pessimism because of the uh, AI evolution. Okay. Now, in terms of risk control, they have made sure that they have done capping in terms of sector exposure. So, if you see for the FlexiCap fund, 25% approximately is in banking and financial exposure, which is a very controlled and balanced position to have. Whereas the industry average right now is around 31 to 40% exposure in banking and financial services exposure, which means that they are over reliant and overexposed in one particular sector. So PPFAS FlexiCap is kind of having a balanced sectoral exposure. And this, by by aggressively capping exposure to a single sector, the fund sacrifices short-term optimization to prevent catastrophic downside if a specific industry collapses. So let's talk about the anchor, which is large cap dominance. So what PPFS FlexiCap has done is they have invested majority of the portion in large caps, which provides structural stability to the portfolio with low standard deviation and smooth returns. Whereas they also have some allocation to mid cap and small caps, which is purely targeted investing. These are all high conviction opportunities like CMS Infosystems, and the allocation in this manner enables the portfolio to have a stable ground, a stable foundation of large caps, whereas also taking the opportunity in mid cap and small cap sectors to generate the potential alpha returns. So massive AUM, the kind of AUM that PPFS has right now in FlexiCap, that needs a stable foundation. So maintaining a large cap heavy portfolio prevents the fund from acting erratically or taking dangerously liquidity risk during market corrections. Okay, so what should retail investors do? What should be the playbook? There should be four rules to borrow from the strategy that PPFAS FlexiCap Fund, which is arguably one of the most successful funds in the last few years. What we can, as retail investors, understand or borrow from their strategy. First is to have cash in your portfolio. Holding cash is not cowardice, or it is not about having a fear of the market. It is a strategic asset and a dry powder to look for the right opportunity, and then actually invest at the right time when the opportunity arises. And that can only be possible if you have cash component or gold component. What we do in our strategy, we use gold uh, as a buffer, and whenever the markets fall, like they have done in the month of March, we sell off some allocation of gold and put it back into equity. So you need to have some amount of cash as well as gold in your allocation. The second rule that can be borrowed from the PPFS FlexiCap strategy is to stagger your entries. So you should never go all in a single market dip, right? So you need to always divide your capital into 5 or 6 tranches and deploy it gradually. The best strategy that we use is, if a client wants to invest a lump sum amount of money, we keep that money in liquid funds, and then through liquid funds or an arbitrage fund, we then slowly create a 6 month or a 8 month or a 12 month STP program based on the client's requirements and their financial situation. Through STP, we invest that into equity in a staggered manner. We never put lump sum amount of money in one go. Third thing that we can learn is to cap your sectors. One needs to really avoid thematic FOMO. This is something that retail investors, DIY retail investors, make a huge mistake. If metals are doing well, all the SIP flow goes into metal sector. If gold is doing well, all the SIP flow or lump sum flows go into gold funds. So the DIY retail investors do a lot of FOMO investing, which is always a bad thing to do in the long run, because see, artificially one has to limit your exposure to a single sector, because having too much exposure to a single sector exposes you to a massive downside when the sector starts underperforming, right? So you need to make sure that your sectoral allocation is done in a manner which is properly balanced throughout various categories. And fourth thing that you can learn from the strategy is to build a strong base or strong foundation. So let low volatility large caps serve as the unshakable foundation for your portfolio, and then you can have, depending on your risk appetite, depending on your life goals, your financial situation, a percentage of mid cap and small cap category stocks, which can then provide you alpha up on top of the foundation that you have built for your portfolio using large caps. So the golden rule of investing that we follow at Auris Wealth is investing is not about optimizing your returns, it is about minimizing your risk. If we just focus on risk minimization or risk adjusted returns rather than just chasing returns, then the result is much better as compared to just risk return chasing. I have also made a video about why DIY investors chase last 1 year, 2 year, 3 years top performing mutual funds, and why it is almost always a bad strategy. And if somebody is doing it, which in my experience almost 90% of the retail investors are doing exactly this, and why doing this, they are ensuring underperformance in their portfolio over the next 2 to 3 years. Okay, so this was it, the PPFS FlexiCap update for March. If you are an investor or if you are starting your investment journey and you want a professional team to guide you through your investment journey, through your wealth creation uh, journey, through proper goal-based investing rather than how retail investors do random investing. If you want a proper identification of yours and your family's goals, and based on those goals you want guidance, hand holding, and proper service, personalized service to identify and invest in the products that will help you to achieve your financial goals, then Auris Wealth is the best wealth creation partner for you. We do exactly this service for our clients, where we first help them understand their and their families' financial goals, whether it be short term, medium term, long term, retirement planning, which is ultra long term. And based on that, we help them to identify the products, and then through our application, through our web application, help them to invest in those products and do 3 months portfolio review, which helps them to stay course on their journey towards achieving those financial goals, and also rebalancing the portfolio in every 3 months. Of course, we will not change the portfolio every 3 months, but we need to do the review of the portfolio every 3 months. That is what we do for our clients. And we offer multiple products, whether it be SIF, PMS, AIF, unlisted shares, business insurance, whether it be fractional real estate, REIT, InvETs, everything is covered under our services, which means that we are a 360-degree complete financial and wealth creation solution for families. Okay, so if you are interested to knowing more about how Auris Wealth can help you in your and your family's wealth creation journey, then you can book a free portfolio investment discussion call or guidance call with us. The session will be around 30 minutes on Google Meet. It is absolutely free. All your data will be absolutely confidential. It will never be shared with anybody. And also, your funds will be in your own account. We will never touch your funds or anything like that. And we will help you to identify yours and your financial goals. If we find a gap in your portfolio, then we will help you to plug that gap and also align your portfolio towards your financial goals. So do book this free portfolio investment guidance call online. The link is in the description box below and in the comment section as well. And also, if you like this video, then do give it a thumbs up. Please, this is a request from our side because we want to grow our channel and reach more esteemed investors just like yourself. So our humble request from my team and myself, please do give a thumbs up to this video. Do hit the like button. Also do subscribe to our channel as well for more such wealth creation and long-term investment uh, concepts and strategies. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Goodbye.